Shalom, and welcome to Bible Stories as Blueprints of the Soul, your Biblical Hebrew podcast. Shalom and good morning. Today I would like to speak to you about the concept of Exodus 15. Exodus 15 brings forth the poetry of the ocean or the song of the sea of Moses. Usually when people read the Bible, they read it as historical document or botanical document or zoological document. And when they read this chapter specifically, they think that this chapter deals with the opening of the Red Sea. In English, we find this name on the maps, the Red Sea. In Hebrew, this place, this sea is named Yam Suf. Yam is sea, and Suf in Hebrew means papyrus or reed. Since the Bible is not a historical document, what does the term Yam Suf mean? Yam is sea. As we said before, Suf is the bamboo, the papyrus that grows next to these waters. The word Suf is written in Hebrew with 3 letters: Samech, Vav, Pesofit. But those 3 letters can be read differently. Those 3 letters can also be read as Sof. Sof. Sof in Hebrew is the end. Now, the question is, what is the meaning of opening the end sea? As we have mentioned before, water in general represent time, and the sea, which contains water, represent time. So, if water represent time, and time is equivalent to the finite, the end, what is the meaning of opening the end sea? Yam Suf or Yam Sof? The answer is, once this notion that things are ending is being torn apart into 2 pieces, we understand that there is no finite, that there is no time, there is no beginning and ending. There is only the infinite. En Sof. Infinite in Hebrew, En Sof. Sof is the finite, the end, and En Sof, non-finite or infinite. Going back to our chapter, Exodus 15 deals with the reality of the infinite is being revealed to us. The first time, the notion of the infinite. Because as long as we live only in the notion of space and time, we live like slaves. We are a slave of the clock, we're a slave of the boss, we are a slave of our own targets and aims. We are basically living in Egypt. But once the curtain of space and time has been removed, we suddenly have the notion of free people, of people who store and live the infinite inside of their hearts. And for such an occasion, Moses sing this poetry. So, to summarize what we have learned so far, the Bible is not a history book. Yam Suf, or the Red Sea, is not a geographical sea. Yam Suf stands for Yam Sof, the end sea, the end of times. What happens if the notion of time is being taken from us? This wall, this false wall, has been removed from our cognition, and we are being exposed to the miracle of the infinite. The infinite is miracle. Why do we define infinite as miracle? Because our senses and our frontal mind can term only things that begins and end. Our frontal mind cannot perceive anything beyond the limitation, the visual life, the pixelated life. And when suddenly our frontal perception has been removed, this is the opening of Yam Suf, opening the Red Sea, opening the notion of space and time. When this veil is being removed from us, we suddenly become aware to a supreme reality, the reality of the infinite. And when this notion comes to us, it feels like a miracle, because usually our frontal mind cannot perceive the potential. The potential is stored in the infinite, and usually our frontal mind can get only space and time, the four simple fingers, the notion of four seasons, 12 months, and so on. Our frontal mind cannot get the 13 aspect, the love aspect, the unity aspect in our life, and the potential. So this was our little conversation about the poetry of the sea, the poetry of the ocean, or the miracle of the infinite to come when the veil of time is being removed from our eyes. Thank you for listening, and Shabbat Shalom. Thank you for listening to Bible Stories as Blueprints of the Soul. We hope that you enjoyed this episode. If you have any questions, comments, or would like to hear more about a certain topic, just write us an email to hebrew@learnoutlive.com. We are always happy to hear from you. For more episodes, videos, and articles like this, please visit our website at hebrew.learnoutlive.com. We also would like to invite you to join our live classes. Just search for Online College of Biblical Hebrew on Facebook and start learning now with students from all over the world. Koltuv and Shalom.